Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. No, I don't think Mario Cristobal is the issue with Miami, and I'll tell you why. It's his first year. He's clearly trying to implement his own culture, his own philosophy into the football team, and I feel like a lot of the players aren't really buying into him. Remember, he's a good recruiter, yes, and he can build up teams, yes, but I don't think he's going to take a Miami program that is so used to not competing and winning at a high level and buy into a guy that's used to doing that and expects that automatically out of his players. I don't think it works that way. Um, and I've heard a thing about Tyler Van Dyke. I know he's hurt right now, but at one point in the season, I heard he wasn't getting along with his offensive coordinator. I wonder if that's boiled over to the head coach. So I don't know, but I give him another year or two to recruit his own players. And think about it, he was successful at Oregon, and that's not even his alma mater. And he brought that team back, and now they're so rich with talent because of him doing it. Um, it means he can do a lot more at his own alma mater. Think about it, it's Miami. It's easy to get good players out of Miami. That's where some of the best players in the country and some of the best players in the NFL today came from, was in the area of Miami. No need to go through a whole list, but yeah, I don't think he's the issue. I think the only issue is he's trying to do things his way, and I don't think the players are really buying into it as much. So it happens. He's gonna have to get his own players, which he will. He's a good recruiter, regardless of whether Miami ends the year going to a bowl or not. He's gonna recruit really well, and I think next year will be a lot better because he's gonna have his own players to work with, and there's also the transfer portal that'll really help him out. So I'm not saying they're gonna win the national championship next year or anything like that, but I think it's fair to say that they'll be way better and they'll be winning a lot more games than what they have this year. And I mean, most first-year coaches don't do very well. Nick Saban didn't do too well. Mike Norvell right now, he didn't do too hot his first year. Barely won 3 games. Who else? I know Coach Freeman just beat Clemson with Notre Dame, but before that, he lost to Stanford and he lost to Marshall at home. So this has not been a great year for him, and it happens. So it is what it is. But I think he'll be okay. I just think it's going to take time. It's going to take some patience, some growing pains, and his own players, getting his own players that want to play for him and do things his way and buy into him. He's working with Manny Diaz's players that did things Manny Diaz's way. So I don't think the players have bought into that. And unfortunately, some coaches approach things differently, and maybe the way however way he's approaching it, isn't working out. I'm not giving Miami excuses. I'm not defending Miami or nothing, but I think it's too soon to bash Mario Cristobal and say that he needs to get fired because that's just not fair. Not in 1 year.